Namaskar. Welcome to Ancient Wisdom. Since Guru Purnima, we have started this series on unusual, untold stories of Guru and Shishya from the Indian Parampara or Indian tradition. Today we will be looking at the story of Kumaril Bhatta, Shankaracharya, Mandan, Mishra and Saraswati. There are 6 basic systems of Hinduism: Yoga, Sankhya, Nyaya, Vaisheshika, Mimansa and Mimansa. Shankaracharya, Aadi Shankaracharya, was the topmost proponent of the Mimansa or Vedanta school. He propagated Vedanta school all across India and made ashrams at various places. His methodology to go across to the top expert in any of the systems and challenge them to a debate using Khandan Mandan Paddhati. What is Khandan Mandan Paddhati? We have seen before, but I will give it in short here. Khandan Mandan Paddhati is a methodology on variety of topics which are pre-decided. There is a judge who decides who is making logical arguments and whose arguments are not valid. And in this, one of the main features is the number one person first tells his point of view, then his opponent tells that same point of view again to the number one person, till the number one person is satisfied that this is exactly what he means and this is exactly what he has said. This is Mandan. After this, the second person starts doing Khandan, that is, he starts arguing against the first point of view. After his argument is over, the first person has to repeat that whole argument again in order to say that he has understood exactly what this was, and the second person has to accept. Till the second person accepts, the debate will not go on. So first point of view is accepted, then second point of view is accepted, and then second person who has done the Khandan, he starts doing Mandan, that is putting forth his point of view. So this way the cycle goes on, and at the end of debate only one person leaves the room as a guru. The other person, the one who is defeated, becomes his disciple. These are the salient characteristics of a Khandan Mandan Paddhati or Khandan Mandan method, which has been there since ancient times and accepted in the scholarly circles. So Shankaracharya used to go town to town, village to village, finding the philosophers, sadhus or sannyasis, debating with them and converting them to his way of thinking, which was Mimansa or Vedanta. As we said, an older school existed, which was Mimansa, and Kumaril Bhatta was the top proponent of Mimansa. What is the difference between Mimansa and Mimansa? We'll do a very superficial introduction here. Mimansa depends on the first two parts of the Vedas, whereas Mimansa bases itself on the Upanishad or the latter part of the Vedas. Mimansa basically says that you do your duties without kamya bhav, that without expectation, you continue doing your nitya karma and naimittik karma, that is your regular duties and duties which come once in a while, and that itself will lead to salvation. So it is a ritualistic way of Hinduism. You follow the process and end will come. Whereas the Vedanta system says following the process is not the thing. You need to get the knowledge of the process, and it is the knowledge of the process that is what will liberate you, and that getting that knowledge of the process, not just following the process, is most important. Mimansa also says that language is for making a statement. Take the language as it is, make it a statement, follow it, make it into ritual, and follow the ritual honestly and devotedly, and one time or other you will reach your salvation. Whereas Uttar Mimansa says, no, language is meant for statement, but language also is meant for development. So language is to be used for reaching knowledge, for development of self, for getting to the bottom of the things, and that is how we'll be able to achieve salvation. For details of these, you can refer to any of the books, because in couple of minutes it is not possible to make and give the introduction of both these philosophies, which are very deep philosophies. So coming back to Kumaril Bhatta, when Shankaracharya approached Kumaril Bhatta and said that I want to debate with you using Khandan Mandan Paddhati, Kumaril Bhatta said, I cannot debate with you, but I will appoint my student Mandan Mishra. You can go to Mandan Mishra, get him for debate, because the debates would go on for days together. And if Mandan Mishra is defeated, that will be taken as my defeat. See the confidence in the capacity of the student at that time. If my student is defeated, I will leave the system I have followed all through my life. That is the confidence. So Shankaracharya goes on and meets Mandan Mishra, challenges him to a debate based on Khandan Mandan Paddhati. Now Mandan Mishra was the topmost Vidwan in that area. So who do we find to preside over this debate of two top proponents or two top Vidwan? They together decided to make Saraswati, who was the wife and Shishya of Mandan Mishra, the judge. See the confidence in her just behavior, in her unbiased nature, and also see the confidence of Shankaracharya in his own knowledge, that he could say, okay, let anybody be judge, I will come out the winner. He is laying his own whole career, so as to say, or philosophy in this debate, because in case of Khandan Mandan debate, only one person leaves the room as a guru. If he is defeated, the one who is defeated becomes the disciple of the other, and not to propagate his own. So once you enter the debate, you cannot say, no, your understanding is different, my understanding is different. No, that is not the way Khandan Mandan proceeds. So Saraswati was made the judge, and under her supervision began debate. It went on for days, and both of them were putting up various points of views. At the end of number of days, Saraswati pointed out to Mandan Mishra, see, the flowers that you are wearing, they are becoming dry. This means they are getting heated by your body heat. Your body heat is rising, that means you are getting angry. And why you are getting angry is because you are understanding that your arguments are not up to the mark, and that you are agreeing to the arguments of Shankaracharya. That means you are agreeing to the points that Shankaracharya is making, and this means you are defeated. Please accept your defeat graciously. And Mandan Mishra did. Mandan Mishra accepted his defeat graciously, even when it meant that he will have to leave his family. And see the unbiased behavior of Saraswati. By loss of Mandan Mishra, Mandan Mishra would be honor bound to accept Shankaracharya as his guru. And because Shankaracharya was sannyasi, or looking at sannyas dharma, he will have to leave his family, that means his wife, and go away. So for remaining unbiased and remaining just, she was ready to pay the price of breaking the family. This is another unusual thing. And then from that point onwards, after he was defeated, he accepted the discipleship of Shankaracharya. He propagated after that Shankara's philosophy of Uttar Mimansa, and his name was famous as Sureshwaracharya. See the beauty of Indian education and philosophical system. Recounting from first point, see the confidence that a teacher has in his student. If my student is defeated, I am defeated too. See the confidence in the system that yes, your wife, who knows that if you lose, the family will be broken, can be the judge, and she will be an unbiased judge, because she has got faith in the scriptures. And see the confidence of Shankaracharya. Yes, doesn't matter who's the judge, I am ready to do debate. And lastly, the Mandan Mishra, that when he lost his debate, he accepted the argument of his wife or point of his wife, that yes, he was losing the debate, he graciously accepted it, and all through his rest of his life propagated the system of Uttar Mimansa and became a disciple of Shankaracharya. This is the beauty of Indian system, Indian philosophy, Indian knowledge and Indian darshana. And this is what will be bringing you in next episode of Ancient Wisdom, the unusual stories, untold stories of Indian knowledge, Indian ancient wisdom and India itself. Namaskar.